Hey, this is Arrabon and our Thoughtful Thursday, where we answer questions that will help you and your community to become more of a reconciling community. My name is David Bailey.
And I'm Elena, and our question today is, should the church partner with non-Christian racial justice initiatives?
You know, this is a question that I get oftentimes because people want to maintain and keep a Christian identity as they engage in this work, and they're trying to figure out, like, what is faithfulness. And I think us asking the question of what is faithfulness is really important. When I think about how to navigate this world in my own space and ministry, I think about the common sense question that's asked in Amos, like, how can two walk together unless they agree? And I think there's certain levels of agreement that you need to have to walk together, and they don't always require the same levels of agreement. So say, for example, it comes to like helping out a school that is under-resourced and they need education. You don't have to have a faith, or you don't have to necessarily be a Christian to kind of help children learn how to read, or to paint a school building, or just be a good neighbor in your community. There could be certain things like people who might be Jewish or Muslim or Christians. You know, they might have similarities as it relates to maybe like pro-life issues or certain types of ethics that might be similar, where from a political side they maybe could vote and work together on some particular certain policies, or even as it relates to religious liberties. We don't just want religious liberties for only Christians. We actually want religious liberties for everybody. And so that might be something that you might work together across interfaith. But then there's also things as it relates to, like, when it comes to worship, I think it is important to understand, like, what God are we talking about? Like, what, how are we praying, and what is it specifically that we are saying and engaging in? And if it's a place where everybody could pray within their own context, then that makes sense. But if it's something where you have to kind of engage in worship in a different type of way, you know, I would you know, use some discernment as it relates to those type of things.
So we have to remember that we live in a pluralistic society. We don't just live in a Christian bubble. And so in order to engage with this kind of question, we have to be able to step outside of our Christian community and learn what it means to be a citizen of this country and engage in these topics with people who might not agree on every issue with us.
Thanks so much for watching the Thoughtful Thursday video. If you have any comments or questions, please leave it in the comment section. Please share this video with some friends or family or coworkers that might be interested. And also hit that subscribe button so that you can get your Thoughtful Thursday question for next week.